Welcome back to Solynod Hex, everyone. Today we're holding session number 438, and today's session is sponsored by our generous donors and patrons. Thank you, donors and patrons, for your donations and pledges. We wouldn't have dynamic lighting without you, as well as fundraising for St. Jude and the Wounded Warrior program so far, and among other things. Thank you very much. And players at this time, if you haven't already done so, go ahead and add 438 points for showing up on time. Thank you very much for showing up on time. I myself was 2 minutes late today because I had to restart my computer and clear out my cache and all that. So sorry about that. And last we left the Order of the Superior Star. They were in the Yonti Temple in the swamps south of Hang Mai, exploring the remainder of the dungeon before leaving. Their main objective accomplished.
Ish,
yeah. But still some undone or some unfinished work in the dungeon. Exploring the rest of the dungeon will give them a rather substantial experience point bonus, so that they're more powerful when they meet up with the next big bad. For some reason, my new interface turned off, so I'm going to turn that back on again. I can't remember if it was personalization and display. UI redesign. It's a toggle switch. There we go. So I have to reload. I like the redesign because it shows you what layer you're on as a GM, which is important. And the tools symbols kind of make a little bit more sense. And actually, I think I'm just going to open a new tab altogether and launch game from it. Theoretically, it should load faster that way. And I suppose I should explain my voice. I've had a head cold all week since basically the night after our last game. I started getting sick. And, the next morning I had a full-blown head cold. So I'm congested and stuff, and I sound funny. So my apologies for that. I suppose this was the wrong page to reload on. Probably should have gone back to the landing page to reload, but I completely forgot. As soon as you just flick that toggle switch, it reloads for you. And last session we had quite a long battle with some demons. Was 2 Marilith who ended up summoning 3 Goristroy. And Gargamond got curb stomped and killed. And some other people were hurt pretty bad, but nobody, I don't think anybody else dropped to injured, like below 0. It was just Karen Glor. Okay. Karen Glor got injured. And you guys have since cured him, and he's back up to 1 health, right? Or did someone cast heal on him?
No, just a cure light.
Okay. Maybe somebody in chat will cast heal on him. Who knows? Alright, so according to the turn order tracker, we've got Jim recasting locate object. He had cast it once in the dungeon already and has recast it, and it still has 393 rounds left. Time now is 11:04 p.m. September the 21st, 11 AE5. Red Dot 2 is Tenzi's Vengeful Strike on Gargamond. Anatar's Fly on himself is still operating. Red Dot is Tenzi's Vengeful Strike on Musashi. The Blade Barrier was canceled, right? Yeah. Michael, okay, so I'm just going to remove the Blade Barrier ticker, or timer. Ashrael's innate protection from normal missiles on Shandrak is still functioning. Ashrael's innate protection from normal missiles on Brine Druid. Blue Dot is Ashrael's innate protection from normal missiles on himself. Search 3, which is the magnifying glass with a 3 on it, is Shandrak's staff, which she used to cast Detect Magic at level 9. Staves cast at level 9. Blue Dot 1 is Shandrak's staff enlarge on Gargamon, so Gargamon is gone, so I'll remove that. Ashrael Detect Magic on himself. Not gone permanently in the sense, in that sense, but gone temporarily. Every once in a while, I'm going to be muting myself like that to cough or sneeze or whatever. Ashrael's Detect Magic. So Prayer 2 is Varen's Recitation. Still has 3 rounds left. First up is the Kitate. They will be waiting. Then it's Asher and Company.
Okay. So we had people who were still casting, who is still detecting magic on some of the things that we found, and Asher was making her way, just backtracking to find sort of where the last branch was, where we might continue our exploration in another direction. So she will continue that. Let's see. Oh, I couldn't see how we got there, but it's because there's a giant dinosaur on it. Bombosa is going with her as well. 10, 11.
And then, Michael, did you get your paranoid note?
One step shy of being able to get to that door. So yeah, that will be it for me for now.
Okay. Michael, did you get your paranoia note?
Yeah, I'm looking for my token right now.
Okay. I think it is right here. And sorry about that. I must have accidentally removed you from the tracker. Okay. So Asher was headed towards this door over
she
here.
is just. Yeah,
Okay.
she's one step shy of being able to make it. So
Yeah.
almost done.
All right. Next up is Shandrak and Company.
Shandrak continues down the hall, and he will detect magic on, looks like the last weapon, the second Wakizashi.
From one of the Meriliths.
Yeah.
Okay. That's right, you guys set up all the Merilith's weapons in the hallway to kind of scan them. Okay. So... Alright, that Wakizashi gives off dim enchantment magic.
Shandrak will turn to Ashrael, say, looks like that's all. That's a pretty good find.
My son, I don't think we have investigated the scimitars here yet.
Oh, were there scimitars?
Yeah, I think there's a pair of
Yes.
Yeah. Also, I only have notes on one of the katanas. I don't know if I missed that or if we only did one.
I have notes that looks like they were both faint enchantment.
That's
Okay,
right.
I'll put that on the other one. Well, thanks.
Okay. Shandrak will look, is like, oh, how could I miss those? All right. I'll get the next one after you get the first one.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all for me.
Okay. Tenzi and Company.
So we'll go in front of one of the scimitars and detect magic on.
Alright, so Ashriel kind of hovers over one of the scimitars and concentrates momentarily and detects no magic from that direction.
And that'll be it for Tenzi and Company.
Alright. Alistair.
Still holding action. Don't know what to do, so I'm just kind of waiting till I'm just holding.
Alright. Oh. I got Alistair and Tenzi backwards. Let me fix that. What? Okay, there we go. Alright, end of round. Got spells and time. And first up is the Kitate, they're waiting. Next up is Asher.
Okay, so let me scroll over there. Okay, Asher is going to step up to this door and attempt to listen at it. Is this a double door?
Yes, it is. There's two 10-foot wide doors. They're approximately 15 feet tall. And they are kind of, they're flat at the top. Exactly 15 feet. There's no arch. And the masonry here is really strong. There's like a supporting thing in the middle, I guess. I don't know. That thing actually isn't there. Never mind. And then
Yeah, I was making sure.
these doors are pretty sturdy looking, like reinforced wood doors. And your listen check. Alright, so you can hear the flickering of like campfire sized flames on the other side of this door.
Okay. And Asher motions to Bombosa and says, find somewhere to hide. I'm gonna let the team know about this. Bombosa is going to kind of duck into this little basin here and attempt to hide in shadows there.
All right.
And Asher is going to start on her way back to the group.
And Asher gains 200 points.
Thank you. She'll get that far, and that'll be good for me.
Okay. And next up is Shandrak and Company.
So just to make sure, so each Merilith had a hand axe, a javelin, a katana, a wakizashi, a scimitar, and there was also that trident. Were there any other weapons?
Wrong. Okay, so one Merilith had a trident, the other one had 2 scimitars.
Okay.
And then everything else you said was correct.
Okay. And Shandrak will sees Asriel's frown from the last scimitar, but he'll still try to detect magic on the other one.
Okay. Yeah, same thing. You don't detect any magic coming from the direction of the scimitar.
Okay. I guess I'll start trying to pick up some of these weapons and bringing them down to the group.
Okay. Anything else?
That'll be all.
Alright, Alistair.
Still holding till I find out what's going on.
Okay. Tenzi and Company.
Show's gonna fly down. Here, and we wait for Asher to come back. That'll be it for us.
Alright. End of round. Spells in time. First up is the ninja. They are waiting. Next up is Asher and Company.
So Asher is jogging back to the group. (16, 17). She stops and I'm sorry, my cat is having a crisis. He's very sad. Asher stops here and says to everyone, I found a door. I can only hear torches behind it, so I don't know if a fight awaits us or not, but I found another place for us to explore. Perhaps that's where we will find this Mershak person. Monster? And she kind of like looks in askance at Brian Druid, and he kind of like shrugs. Oh, it was fireplaces.
Oh, was this door to the north?
Yes, we'll just head back down this hallway, and she points this direction. And then we'll go. There's a double door to the north from there. And again, maybe there's more than we bargained for, but all I hear so far are fireplaces. And she begins to head back that direction with her remaining movement. And that'll be it. Guess I'll have her people start to follow her.
Alright. Shandrak and Company.
When Asher starts to go, he says, hold on. I was thinking, before we continue on, do you think you might be able to set up the tower so we can keep Gargamon safe?
Yeah, Sophie says that before she leaves. She'll maybe move her back to where she was. She'll say, "It would be my honor." And she kind of looks and says, "We're gonna." She looks up at the ceiling, which is not very high up, and says, "We're gonna cause a ruckus." Yeah, we can definitely keep him safe there.
Yeah, I don't want Gargamon to turn into soup for these things. Oh, it's my turn. And Chandrak, when he comes, yeah, he also comes down with a couple, with one of the javelins in his hands, and he says to the people all the weapons we found and how magical they were. And Ryer will say, "Oh, hey, you mind if I get one of those javelins? I think I could use that." And Ryer will come up to Chandrak and take one of the javelins.
Okay.
And Chandrak will start to make his way back over to Gargamond. And that'll be all
Alrighty.
for me.
Alright. Alistair. So you can see Chandrak kind of gathering these weapons and moving them around and taking them places. He kind of goes around the corner.
I asked him would he like some help.
Sure. Well, actually, we're about to set up a shelter pretty soon. Once we get that set up, you can help me put the weapons in there. They'll be safe in there.
Very good.
Anything else for Alistair?
Nope.
Tenzi.
Start heading down the hallway, following Asher.
Anything else for Tenzi and company?
Nope, we're just going to move.
Alright. End of round, spells in time. Looks like prayer. 2, Varen's recitation, +2 to hit, and saves, or +3 if Worshipper of Ushas, is going to expire at the end of the round. First is the Kitate Ninja, and they're just kind of waiting in the midst of the big group of the party. First up is Asher.
So Asher will go deep into this room and place the little Alistair, you see her take out kind of like a stone-looking box,
Cube.
and like a cube, and she places it on the ground right here, and then she backs away, or have her facing the wrong direction. And she looks at it and she says, like some gibberish word, and then it grows.
And it turns into a tower. So it kind of digs a hole into the ground that's like, what was it, 30 feet deep? Did it say? What did it say? And then the cube begins constructing a tower, and it happens like right before your eyes, like something out of a Transformers movie. Like this big cube just kind of like replicates itself, and it turns into this tower that's made of was it adamantium?
I believe so.
So it's this black, kind of crystalline looking metal tower, springs out of a hole in the ground, and it goes up and kind of like through the roof of the room by a good, let's see, it's 25 feet high in here, and the tower is 35 feet tall, so it goes up by about 5 feet through the roof, and it's about this big.
And I put it so it would be like here-ish.
Oh, okay. And it has, where to go? It has a double door. Oh yeah, you can't copy and paste doors anymore. It has a double door and its own dynamic lighting. Like, like so. Boom. So it has murder holes that you can kind of see into. And there's a double door on the south side. Let's see, how do you do doors again? Was it lighting? Yeah, place door. There and there. I got the doors just about right. And they appear locked, actually.
Asher have to wait for her next turn to speak the word for that.
Okay. I'm gonna have to turn animations off because it's lagging me down a little bit. At least my music is not lagged like last week. Okay, disable animated graphics. There we go. Alright. What? Oh, shoot. I have to refresh again. God. Ooh. Somebody's sick at Alistair's house, too.
Hmm.
That's my mother.
Oh.
Oh, poor thing.
Well, she's a smoker.
Mm.
Oh well. Still feel for her.
That's actually what got me sick originally back in August, like the end of August. I smoked a few cigarettes while drinking, and 'cause I used to smoke. I quit smoking long time
Right.
ago, but I was drinking with a bunch of smokers, and I had some cigarettes, and then the next day I had the flu. Uh,
Oh wow.
and then
They should put that on the package.
yeah, it
Just
was
kidding.
it started as bronchitis, from smoking, from the
Yeah.
smoke inhalation, basically, and then it turned into the flu, and it took me a while to get over it, like a couple of weeks, and I kept the cough, like it turned into a chronic cough, and now it's a head cold. Like I've basically been sick since the end of August, all through
Ugh.
September and October now, almost. So
Bronchitis is a bitch.
yeah, yeah. The bronchitis part is gone, luckily. It's just now it's just a head cold and kind of a cough, like a chronic cough. But I had basically the same thing in 2017. It turned into walking pneumonia in the wintertime,
Oh,
Oh
which was a
wow.
pain in the ass. I thought I was gonna die. I had never felt that weird sick feeling like that in my life. It was very similar to the way they describe how COVID is. Like it makes it so it's hard
Yeah.
to breathe.
Right.
And I was out of breath like basically all the time because I had to lift heavy things at work. So I was like out of breath just after super fast. All right. Asher and Company.
So I use this turn to make the tower grow. Can I also command the doors to open, or do I need to wait?
Yeah, you can open the doors right now.
Yeah, so she will speak the word to open the doors and looks at Shandrak and says, I'll stay here until you get Gargamon secure and then close the doors. And she looks at her guys and at the weapons that Shandrak is carting and says, guys use any of those? And they all kind of like look and shake their heads, and Aranglor looks like he doesn't even understand the question, and she repeats it a couple of times for him, and then he shakes his head. um, and says, I'll send my guys on then to get in position, and I'll wait for you to bring Gargamond. Um, maybe Alistair can use one of these? I know he's new to the group, so if we could get him equipped, that would be ideal. And then she'll stay where she is and start sending her guys on.
All right. Shandrak and Company.
So Shandrak will pick up Gargamond and kind of put him over his shoulders in like a fireman carry.
Okay.
And then start to make my way down the hall. So I'll be able to get that far. And Ryer will say, kind of come over to Jim and be like, "Hey, you got any of that healing magic for me?"
Jim looks at him, kind of sadly and says, oh, the only heals I have left are the kind you don't want to have to need.
Oh. Okay. And Ryer kind of stretches and like, ah. Yeah, that'll be all for me this round.
All right. Alistair.
I'm going to help Shadrach, with the weapons and carry them towards the tower.
Okay, this is what the tower looks like basically from the outside. It's this big black square tower with like murder holes and stuff in it. And your character has never seen a Darren's Instant Fortress before, but it's a Darren's Instant
No.
Fortress.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm amazed by this thing. I mean,
Yeah. And it just all sprang out of a little black cube, like the size of a D6. I think that's. Doesn't it say what the
Wow.
size? This metal cube is small, but when activated, it grows to form a tower 20 feet square and 30 feet high. Yeah, it's about the size of a D6. And what was Alistair doing?
just moving the weapons into the fortress.
Okay. Tenzi and Company.
Hedzi calls out for Ryan. If he needs healing, I can heal you. And we're just gonna move in. I'll hold my action. Well, I guess that'll be next round, so I'll just wait for Ryan to come.
Okay. End of round. Spells in time. So you guys can remove that pink face prayer 2. So any pink face that has a 2 on it. And I think some people still had pink face left over from the Heroes Feast as a marker. So if you have that one, you can just kind of leave it if you want. And then first up is the Kidate Ninja Clan members who are going to walk into the Instant Fortress and kind of take respite. Each one will take a corner, and they kind of lean up against the corner, sit down, and they take out some rations and some water skins and, you know, have a little snack. Each of them from their butt pack. Next up is Asher and Company.
Asher will, Asher will continue to wait until all the weapons and the Kidate and the Gargamon's body are all brought into the tower. She kind of like contemplate, like she kind of like starts to saunter toward the weapons, then like is so hindered in her movement from all of the stuff
Money?
she's carrying.
Yeah.
All the money. That she like stops and like puts the hand against this wall here. It's like, I'll be right there.
How badly is she encumbered?
She'll stop there. Just lightly.
Oh, light encumbrance.
But she can't carry much to start with.
Oh, yeah. Strength was one of her dump stats, right?
Yeah, I didn't understand how to build a character. And now here we are. Alright, so, and then my guys are gonna move closer and start to get information from when we open the door.
Okay. Now I don't see Shandrak on the tracker.
Same here.
Did you delete your token and then put a new one down?
Oh, whoa, weird. No, but I don't see my token, so that is weird. I don't remember deleting that.
You must have deleted it. Go ahead and drop a new one and roll base size for me. It happens accidentally sometimes. Alright, 10.3. I think you're in the same order that you were before now. So next up is Shandrak.
All right. Chandrak will go, and he'll make it into the fortress, and he will set Gargamon's body down on the left side, right here.
Oh, is Gargamon on the map layer? Yeah. Yes, okay. Alright. Whoops. I have to put him to front and then put him on the map layer. I wish there was a keyboard shortcut for put to front and put to back. That'd be awesome. Okay. Anything else for Shandrak and company?
Yeah, Erdrin will come up, and he'll also help. He'll pick up a weapon and make his way back towards the hall.
All right.
And oops, don't take that with don't take that with you. Sorry, I kept trying to grab Erdrin and the light, but the campfire wanted to come.
Oh, where's the camp? Oh, these. Okay, I need to put those
Uh-huh.
on the map layer.
And Ryer, he tries to make it to Tenzi, but it's a little slow going, and that's as far as he's able to get to him.
All right. Alistair.
I'm gonna make my way back up to the weapons, get some more weapons, and bring them back down.
Okay.
So by this round, I should be able to get up to the weapons area again. That's it.
And Tenzi.
Kenzie will get out the prayer beads and touches the dark green one that he thinks will cure what ails, and touch, take a 5-foot step, touch Ryer to give him a cure. I think it's a cure serious.
Ooh.
Oh, right. That's in here. Yes. Yeah, you can cast serious wounds, cure serious wounds, from that bead, once per day.
Level is that? Is it fifth, fourth?
Uh,
I think
fourth, yeah.
This level doesn't really matter, so I'm just gonna put 10 to each level. I'm
Yeah.
not sure what level.
And you guys identified that necklace of prayer beads, right?
I don't think it could be identified. I think only I did a commune to get the powers. I think that's the only way you can get the powers on it.
Okay.
I don't know about that. I don't
Nice.
think I don't think I attempted to identify it.
Yeah, that's right. I
Yeah.
think it did.
Whew. Yeah, I'm still hurting, but that's a lot better. Thank you, man.
Think that go Tuesday.
What a strange sounding god.
I'm gonna have Astral move up a little bit. So he'll fly up to this dais, and he's gonna innately cast clairvoyance 10 feet behind these double doors.
All right. Spell AoEs. Wizard 3. Clairvoyance. 10 feet. And with that spell, you can see that the hallway is lit on either side by two braziers of oil that are light. And then further down, it goes into darkness.
He'll say, "My children, the way looks clear for as far as I can see beyond the storm." And that'll be it for us.
Actually, you know
Anatar
what?
cracks his knuckles.
There are two more fires further down. There and there. So you should be able to see a set of double doors.
Yep. So yeah, he'll say that the hallway is clear and it ends in another set of double doors. Some distance down.
And then Anatar and Baron are both pretty smart, so like Anatar like starts to make a move toward the door, and then like rocks back onto the heels of his feet and says, "Seems like one of the sort of holes that keeps having those trap situations. Perhaps we should have Asher take a look."
Okay, that'll be it for us.
All right. End of round. Spells in time. Kitate Ninja are all waiting. First up is Asher and company.
Alright, so Asher looks. Chandrak's still on the tower, so she's gonna come toward the door and say, and sees the ninja in there and says, you guys are welcome to stay here if you like, but I'm about to lock the doors, so the only way out will be up through the roof, and she points up, and climbing down. You guys can do that? And she looks very concerned. Okay, well once Chandrak gets out, I'm closing these doors. I just want to make sure you guys are all good in here. And she says that to the ninja, Josh.
Okay. It looks like they just kind of nod
Okay.
and keep eating their little snacks.
She kind of like mumbles to herself, not much for chit chat, I guess. And she'll just back away a little bit and wait for Chandrak. That'll be it. Oh, sorry. I'm gonna finish putting my guys in ranks, and Bombosa is going to attempt to move silently to get there.
Okay. I don't see Bumbo. Oh, there he is. He's got the necklace, right?
Yeah. I take those fluff notes off. I think that wore off a long time
Oh,
ago.
I'm on the GM layer. Okay. Right So, checks. These skills. And move silently. Alright, anything else for Asher and company?
I'm good.
Chandrak.
Waiting on my man Chandrak.
Chandrak will take one more look at Gargamond and exit the tower. And then Chandrak will start to make his way back to the north where Alistair was. And then say, hey, thanks for your help, Cutter, but looks like we're going to be moving out now.
Very good.
And while Chandrak comes up here, I want to take another look at Alistair. Like, what kind of armor was he wearing?
Studded leather.
Studded leather. And he had a bow. What else did he have? Did he have a sword on him?
Longsword.
A long sword?
Yes.
Okay.
More Western style weaponry than.
Yeah, yeah. Proficiency with the longsword gives you familiarity with the other swords in its type group, which includes katana.
Right.
So normally the penalty for non-proficiency for a warrior, because you're part warrior, is -2 to hit. But because you have proficiency with the longsword, you would have familiarity with the katana. So reduce the penalty to hit to -1.
One.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then if it's magical and not cursed, which we don't know for sure, then that would balance out or better, right?
Well,
Possibly.
Yeah.
yeah. Because half elves don't have that bonus to hit with long swords and bows, or do they?
No, they don't.
No,
they don't receive that.
Yeah. So it almost. Well, that's up to you. But the katana, I think, does more damage one-handed than a longsword. It does like a D10, right, instead of a D8. Pretty sure.
And I'll just be moving the rest of my guys, and that's all from me this turn.
Okay. Alistair.
Well, hearing this, I guess I'm going to turn back to follow where the group was leading, because they said we were moving out. So
Yeah.
Down the hall, not in there.
And you
no,
kind of.
I'm in the wrong room. I'm lost.
Asher points that way.
Oh, he went back to the room with the dead demons.
Yeah, I'm lost.
So.
Just follow my voice. Come back here.
Yeah, Shandrak is right over
I was
here.
actually
See, here's Shandrak's voice
I
coming from
understand.
over
You
here.
want to admire our handiwork.
I guess my last move would be to here.
Asher points. We're heading that way.
Okay.
Anything else for Alistair and company?
That's me.
Okay. Tenzi and company.
We're just gonna move closer to the doors.
Alright, end of round. Spells and time. The Kidite are... Basically, I'm going to remove them from the turn order tracker now, because they're just kind of chilling. Guarding over the corpse of Gargamond. And first up is Asher.
Asher speaks the word to close and lock the doors of the tower. And she will head on toward her people. A jog. Get that far. And Anatar will tell her what he said earlier. There's a hall up there. It's lit by fireplaces and have, well, I can't help but remember all those saw traps and the swinging traps. And Asher kind of sighs. All right. And that'll be it.
Okay. Shandrak.
Shandrak will begin jogging his way back towards the group.
Alistair.
I will start heading my way towards the group.
And Tenzi.
For a moment, Asher's going to take his concentration off of the clairvoyance and do. I think does he still have detect snares and pits active?
I think so.
Yeah,
Snare. No.
No? Okay.
My
never
word
mind.
search isn't detecting it anymore. Must be
All
gone.
right, let me see. I think he does it in English. Double check that. Real quick
Yeah,
here.
I'm pretty sure he does have it as an innate
yeah.
spell.
So I will do that again. I got,
Alright, so that's... Give him a magnifying glass with a 4. We'll call it search 4 on the tracker. Search for ashrails, detect snares and pits. And we'll give it +1 per round. And is it 2 rounds per level? Pretty sure it's 2 rounds per level. We have a template for that, right?
yeah, I tried to find what level it is.
I think it's
It's a-
2nd level for priests, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, that's right. I need to... Do we have that on the honeydew list? Okay, so I'm looking it up on Purple Worm. Find, detect, snares, and pits. It's 1st level. Priest 1, detect snares and pits. 4 rounds per level, so that's, what, 32 rounds? He's 8th level, or
Yeah,
is he... Okay.
Yeah, he guesses.
32 rounds. Alright.
And so he's looking like at the area right in front of the doors.
Oh, he's not looking through his clairvoyance?
I don't think he can.
Okay.
We'll check in front of the doors first, and then try it. If it don't work, it don't work.
Yeah. He doesn't see any snares, pits, or deadfalls in front of the door.
Okay. He will pass that information along, and that'll be it for us.
Okay. Shandrak. Nope. That's the end of the round, sorry. Unless you had something else you wanted to do.
I can wait.
No, I meant, Tenzi.
Yep, we're good.
Okay. So end of round, spells and time. Asher.
Asher is going to, a little bit slower than usual, saunter up to this door. She kind of considers it, holds her breath, and she will open one of the doors. And then she is going to start checking for traps, which I think she can do 10 feet per round.
Yes, you
So
can.
she was going to, yeah, she's going to check the area immediately in front of her.
Yeah. Normally, find remove traps on an area. It takes like 1d10 rounds, I think. But if you want to search a floor while moving, I do allow 10 feet per movement. And it's like in the squares directly in front of you. The first 10 feet in front of you. So you do, like, facing counts.
This is like, yeah, this is like Indiana Jones, like, follow in my steps.
Yeah. Okay. So checks. Thieves skills. Find remove traps. And in the 2 squares in front of you, you don't detect traps.
Alright, and so she will move forward 2 squares, and that will be good for now.
Alright. Anyone else in your party, Asher?
No, she's not very far. We're gonna give her a little breathing room.
Alright, Shandrak.
Shandrak, looks like he's next to Zalmond, is that right?
Yes.
Shandrak will turn to Zalmond and say, hey, before I traded you that Red Desert sword, didn't you have a magic longsword?
Yeah, I do.
What do you think of maybe giving that to our new friend?
Sure.
Nice.
I'm not using it.
Alright, Shandrak will call out, hey, Alistair, come here.
Yeah, paladins are only supposed to have 1 magic sword at a time anyways.
Oh.
It's 1 magic sword, 1 magic shield, 1 set of magic armor, and then they can have like 4 miscellaneous magic weapons or something, and like a certain number of miscellaneous magic items.
Yeah.
And then ammunition does not count. So bullets, arrows, shurikens, crossbow bolts, they don't count towards anything. They're consumable magical items and they don't count towards that. But it's something like 10 magic items or something for paladins
Yep.
total. And I think that's still in 2nd edition.
Yeah,
Let's
that
see,
was
Player's
big in 2nd
Handbook.
edition.
Player character classes, class description, warrior, paladin, and find magic
Ooh, that's a really needy class for upkeep.
items.
Yeah.
Paladin may not possess more than 10 magical items. Furthermore, these may not exceed 1 suit of armor, 1 shield, 4 weapons, arrows and bolts are not counted, and 4 other magic items. Okay, so swords are not counted. So you are correct, Tenzi. Swords are not counted. It's 4 weapons of any type. So he can, if he wants to, hold on to more than 1 sword. My bad. But it is 1 suit of armor, 1 shield, 4 weapons, and 4 other magic items. I will
actually,
grant.
that is a very needy class to
Yeah.
end up with.
I will grant him a. I'm gonna grant him an experience bonus for giving a hand-me-down though, because it doesn't count towards his allotment. That'll probably be a bonus from the Paladin's Handbook. I guess we'll do that when we come to it, when the exchange is made or whatever. But normally NPCs will not give up magic items unless you give them a magic item of equal or greater power, like value.
Yeah.
But because he's a paladin, I will make an exception this time, and I'll give him an experience bonus. Actually, I'll probably give him the experience bonus equal to the experience bonus of the actual weapon. Is it a sword +1?
Yeah, longsword +1.
+1. I think +1 is like 500 points or something. So when the exchange happens, he'll get that bonus. Anything else for Shandrak?
Yeah, Erdrin is going to move up and try to hide behind the closed door. and Ryer is going to take his guitar and start strumming an inspirational song for us.
All right. On his guitar.
Yes.
All right. So the eeriness of the dungeon sort of fades away against the sound of the warming guitar. Warming sound of a guitar. And I don't hear guitar in this track. Yet. There we go. The warming sound of guitar. So I'll set up a counter for that. Ryer, Rally. And you can go ahead and give him a clef note. Oh, he already has it. Never mind. +1 to attack rolls. So +1 to hit. And we'll add that. And that will take effect in 3 rounds for anyone who is listening. Okay, anything else for Shandrak and company?
Nope, just starting to nod along with music.
Alright. Alistair.
Keep moving to where the party's at. Okay, why am I stuck here? Huh. And I look at Sandrak and say, yes, you called for me.
Oh, I think Zalmond, he might have something that he wants to give you.
Very good, thank you.
And Zalmon turns to you, this paladin. Token looks like this, but he kind of looks like a young Santa Claus. And turns to you, and you can see that he draws this long sword from like behind his back or something, and he turns his shield so that it's parallel to the ground, like his palm is parallel to the ground, and
Right.
he draws the sword so that the blade is hanging down from his hand rather than upwards, and he drags the blade across his shield to kind of display it, and he goes, yo, I think I want you to have this because you're so special to me, and this blade is very special to me. I got it on my first adventure, and I wanted you to have this as a gift from me to you.
Thank you very much. Very honored to receive a present from you.
Yo, you're welcome. And he gives you like this, what is that? The Attaboy Jesus finger, or the what's it called? The cool guy
Buddy
Jesus.
Christ?
The what?
Buddy Christ?
Yeah, the buddy. He gives you the buddy Christ, like, you know, with the two index fingers and a wink and a smile.
Okay.
And he goes, "Yo, this is for you. You're welcome."
Thank you very much.
And then kind of goes back to what he was doing. And Zalman gains 500 points.
Thank you.
So that was The exception, rare exception. Just because he was a paladin, I will allow it. Normally, NPCs do not
Yeah.
give away magic items unless it's like a gift from like an NPC, and not like a henchman, but like an NPC king might give a magic item as a reward for a quest or something, or like elves. I guess they give magic items to their friends when they pass through their lands or whatever, stuff like that. Like basically only in special role-playing situations will NPCs give away magic items, and this is one of them because he has a magic sword already. He doesn't really need a second one. He's not bound by his ethos to give it away because he can have up to 4 weapons, but because he's a paladin, I think that it's appropriate, and he gets that experience award. All right. Anything else for Alistair? Oh, as you put it onto your weapon table, it is longsword +1, and it's the sword of the Great White North. So long sword +1 of the Great White North, like in chat. You can just copy and paste that into your the name on the web table. And Zalman kind of like, there's like this little tear that runs down his face, and he kind of wipes it away with his gauntlet or whatever he's got. And yeah, that was like his very first magical weapon from when he was level 1. He was a player character of mine in another campaign, where we were playing. It was like I think it was Forgotten Realms, and it was some like frozen north, like wasteland type of campaign where everything was ice elemental stuff, and I don't remember where I got. It was like our first dungeon, at the end treasure of the very first dungeon. That's where I got that. Okay, so Alistair is all finished?
Yes.
Okay. And of course he gives you the scabbard for it and everything. So Tenzi and Company.
The Asher will use his detect snares and pits to go further down the hall. It's 10 by 40. So actually, he'll just move to the door.
Yeah. So he sees a pit right here. And it's kind of hidden underneath the floor panels. So it's right here. And if someone walks against the left-hand wall, they'll be safe from it. Unless they're, 2 squares wide, like a giant or giant character.
So he'll alert Asher of the danger.
She looks over her shoulder and winks at him. Thank you.
My people up. I'm just gonna move the rest of my people up. That'll be the end of our turn.
Okay. And end of round, and I'm gonna sort the tracker because we have 2 new things on the tracker, I think. All right. So time and spells. And so that guitar music persists. First up is Asher.
Asher, with that information, knows that we're eventually going to have to go against the wall. So she will take one step that direction and then check for traps in the 10 feet in front of her.
Okay. And you don't find any in the 10 feet in front of you?
So she will move 10 feet up, and she says, "Follow me exactly." And her people do just that. Natar goes here, and then here, the way that Asher did, and then here. And does here. Vera moves here, and Karen Glor, like for a second, looks like he's gonna move into one of the untested squares, and then Varen like grabs him by the shoulders and like puts him back. And that'll be it.
All right. Shandrak and Company.
Ryre will make a half move towards the group while still playing. And yeah, Shandrak will also move a bit. Oh, actually, no. You know what? No. Shandrak's not going to move. Because where Shandrak is, you're going to say, hey, Alistair. Hey, stand still and I'll give you some protection.
Okay.
And I will cast protection from evil onto Alistair.
From your staff?
Yes.
Alright, so go ahead and describe the staff to Alistair so he...
Yeah, so in Shandrak's left hand, he carries this really long, kind of dark oaken staff, a little bit taller than he is, with this kind of a glowing red gem at the end. And the gem glows, and he touches it to you. And this aura appears around you.
Cool.
And... that was protection from evil?
Yeah.
Okay, so Shandrak, staff, protection from evil on Alistair. And then how many rounds?
18.
18. All right. Anything else for Shandrak and Company?
No, that'll be all.
Okay.
Do I need to put a marker on that?
No.
Okay.
I don't have protection for... Wait. Actually, I think I do have protection from evil marker. Don't I?
I shall look.
Armor... Curse... No, I don't.
Okay.
I thought I had like a cross or something. Oh, that's right. There is no cross on Emojipedia. Okay. Using a scroll, casting a spell. Yeah, I don't think there's a cross on Emojipedia. Okay. But yeah, it's on the tracker, so it's fine.
Okay.
Okay, anything else for Shandrak and company?
Nope, that's all.
Alright. Alistair.
I will move forward some, catch up with the rest of the party, and watch what they're doing.
So it looks like they're kind of like having what is that dance where everyone gets in a line?
Conga?
Conga?
Conga. That looks like they're doing it. What'd you say?
Conga?
Yeah,
Conga.
looks like they're in a conga line.
Okay.
Kind of going through the dungeon here. So what does Alistair want to do?
Once I move there, I'm just gonna wait till the party moves in and follow them in. I mean,
Okay.
there's a baby dragon over to my side, so I want to give it room.
Yeah. Tinsy and Company.
Ashra will fly up to here, and he'll dispel the clairvoyance and concentrate again on detect snares and pits for the next 40 feet.
All right. So 40 feet. Okay, you don't detect any traps.
And he'll let Asher know. She's the
cannot.
close.
And she'll ask, are you able to see all traps? Should I still be looking?
Oh, my child.
So
He
the
nods and says, I'll stay on the job then. She doesn't really understand how the spell works.
he can explain it to her if he wants, as a free action. And actually, he's an NPC, so this is what he says. He says, upon casting the spell, I'm able to detect snares, pits, deadfalls, and similar hazards along a path 10 feet wide and 40 feet long. Such hazards include simple pits, deadfalls, snares of wilderness creatures, and primitive traps constructed of natural materials such as man traps, missile trips, hunting snares, etc.
Sounds good. You look for holes and I'll look for saws and whatnot.
Yeah, so it would not. It says the spell detects certain natural hazards too, including quicksands, sinkholes, or unsafe walls of natural rock. So, like in a cave, there's a deadfall or something. And it says spell does not detect magical traps, save those that operate by pit, deadfall, or snaring. See the second level spell Trip, and the third level spell Snare. Nor those that are mechanically complex, nor those that have been rendered safe or inactive. So if you were to defuse a trap, it wouldn't detect those. And then, obviously the saw traps are mechanically complex because they have like a spinning blade and stuff. So it wouldn't detect those. And it probably wouldn't detect a scything blade either, because it's not natural materials. But it does detect missile trips, which would be like a trip wire and then a spear shoots out of the wall, or an arrow or something. Crossbow bolt. Alright. Anything else for Tenzi and company?
I just moved Musashi up, and that's it for us.
Alright. End of round, and I'm going to resort. Spells and time. Ryer is still playing his guitar, and it's weird. I don't... Okay, there's the guitar in this track. It just started. Alright. It's kind of like... It sounds like a bass guitar. Okay, first up is Shandrak.
Shandrak. Oh, nice. Square up there. He will move into the room. And next to Karanglor. And sort of kind of, when he comes up to Karanglor, kind of for the first time, he kind of notices how fucked up Karanglor is, too. And
his eyes aren't focusing on anything.
and he turns to him and puts his hand on his shoulder and says, I'm glad you're still with us, Cutter.
He looks dazed in another direction and then at your face and squints and nods.
And Erdrin will try to move silently into the room. And that's all from me.
Okay. Oh yeah, the staff. Cool. Okay. So I can see when you're using it. And then there we go. Okay. Alright, Asher and company.
Asher looks at people filing into the room and frowns a little and says, "I can only guarantee the safety of the exact path that I'm taking, so be careful and pay attention." And she looks at Anatar's and then nods toward the area where Ashriel indicated and says, "It'd be easier for people to avoid the trap and for us to remember when we come back if we just go ahead and spring it." And Anatar says, "I'm on it." And he's going to fly. I'm gonna put 10 feet, but he's actually flying basically hovering just above the floor. And he will hover here where Astral indicated and kind of stomp on the area where we believe this trap is and attempt to trigger it.
Nothing happens.
All right. He shrugs.
He doesn't understand. He doesn't understand how to trigger it.
Oh, okay. Asher kind of sighs and then focuses on the area 10 feet in front of her to see if there are any traps that way.
Okay. Checks. Fun root traps. Alright, she detects no traps in 10 feet in front of her.
Okay, she'll move 10 feet up.
Or
and...
finds no traps.
Right. And then Brian Druid is going to kind of muscle through in the path that she took and come behind her. And yeah, everyone else is just going to basically take a step forward, make a little room in this conga line, and that'll be that.
Okay. Alistair.
All right. Alistair is going to move forward and slide his way up into the doorway.
Okay. And you can see two flying characters, Anatar and Ashriel. Looks like Anatar is like trying to touch the floor where he's at and like maybe push it downwards or something. And he keeps shaking his head like, why isn't it moving? You know? And then you see Asher kind of like concentrating really hard on the floor in front of her. And
Right.
then everyone's kind of following her in a conga line. Anything else for Alistair?
That's it.
All right. Tenzi and Company.
Shiro will go 40 feet. Here. And look around. I guess he's looking in front of him for snares and pits first.
Wait a minute. Why are you able to see through the doors?
I don't see through these doors.
You don't?
No, I don't.
The doors
Yeah,
on
me
the
neither.
side? You don't see
Yeah,
through
the
those?
doors- No, I don't.
That's weird. I might. So strange. On my end, when I look through your token's eyes, I see right through those doors. What happens if you open them?
Yeah, I can see now when you open the door.
Okay. It's like these doors aren't blocking light for some reason. On my end. Which is scary. God, it's weird.
That's okay to me.
Maybe... I don't get it. Alright, so... You make a half move and concentrate. And you see another pit right here.
Calls out to Anatar and Asher, telling them about that. And then what is he, when he glances over to the side, what is this over here?
It looks like a crate right in the middle of the floor.
He'll call out, my children, there are doors to either side here, as well as forward. And another pit by the fires.
Sounds like we have a lot of work left to do.
For us.
Alright, anything else for Tenzi and Company? Mic check.
Good.
Okay. Anything else for Tenzi and Company? Okay, end of round. I'm going to reorder. I can't remember if there was a counter or not added. Excuse me. I had one of those coughing fits again. Had to mute for a second. Spells in time. Alright, so at the end of this round, Ryer's Rally will take effect. First up is Shandrak.
Shandrak points his staff towards Ashriel and fires a beam that enlarges him.
Ashriel. Okay, so Shandrak's staff. Enlarge on Ashriel. And 45 rounds.
Yes.
Shrill looks back with a smile, pulls out the great sword in his left hand while holding the Nodachi in his right.
All right. Anything else for Shandrak Company?
No, that's all.
Okay. Asher and Company.
Asher kind of tilts her head in thought and says, "Well, if you can't spring the trap, maybe there's some way we can at least point it out so no one steps there." And Anatar produces chalk from his pack.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And
They
So
just
he's
want to
gonna-
draw an outline around it.
yeah.
Okay. So, and chalk is white. And we'll do polygon. So he draws this white square. Oh. Not polygon. It's rectangle. There we go. So he draws this white square around the area.
Excellent. And then he'll fly up in the direction that Asher pointed out the other. He stops like here, still above the ground. He says, "Here."
Shrill nods. He kind of points.
And yeah, probably one square is enough for just this turn.
Yeah.
Asher will focus 10 feet in front of her.
Right. And she doesn't find any traps in the 10 feet in front of her.
Alright, she moves up 10 feet, and so do her friends.
Alright. Alistair.
Well, I will follow the party. I will move up, and then I will move over into the conga line. And that would be it.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I just, I
said
word
something
searched. No, I word searched for a word in my tokens, and every single animated token I have popped up because
Oh god!
I basically searched for the name of the file that everything.
We're getting attacked by everything now.
Dang it!
Oh god.
All right.
You
So
rushed.
what was Alistair doing? He moved up?
I moved up into the conga line.
Okay. Next up is Tenzi.
Shrill will turn to his left and detect snares and pits. I'm in this short hallway up to the doors.
Okay. He detects no snares, pits, deadfalls.
All right, and I'll just move 10Z and Zalmond up a little bit, and that'll be it for us.
Okay. And end of round. I'm going to resort. So spells in time. And I think Ryer's rally takes effect and lasts for 11 rounds?
Yes. Yep.
Alright, so everyone can add, everyone that's within 90 feet of Ryer, which might not be Anatar. Let's check.
It should be 110 feet.
110 feet. 1 second.
Oh, just barely.
So everyone within this purple circle, you can add, what the fuckles? 110 foot circle. Everyone within this purple circle, you can add a clef note.
That's to hit, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And that clef note means that you are inspired by this little ukulele song that Ryer is playing. And you get a +1 to hit. It pisses you off. The ukulele is just so annoying. It pisses you off. And that is instantaneous, so I'll take that off. And first up is Asher.
Alright, so Anatar is going to try to draw a chalk outline around what Asher pointed out.
Oh, yeah. Good.
And then Asher is going to concentrate 10 feet ahead of her.
Alright, she doesn't find any traps in 10 feet ahead of her.
And everybody moves up 10 feet.
Alright. Shandrak.
Shandrak taps Musashi with his staff and casts protection from evil onto Musashi.
Shandrak. Staff. Protection from evil on Musashi. How many rounds was it? 45?
No, that's 18.
18.
And Erdrin will try to sneak forward silently.
He moved too far.
Okay, I'm sorry. I thought he could sneak for double out of combat.
Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah. No, you're right.
Just making sure.
Sorry. Yeah. Slightly. What? Oh, it's because the necklace is on top of him. Okay, to back. There we go. Anything else for Shanrek?
Nope, just moved Rar up a little. That's all.
Okay, Alistair. So it looks like Alistair just moved up. Was that it for Alistair?
Yeah, that's it. Just moving up.
Alright, Tenzi.
Shrill will turn about and concentrate to his right for detecting snares and pits.
No snares, pits, or whatever to his right either.
I'm gonna move Tenzi up. Musashi gives a slight bow of his head and thanks Shadrach for the protection, and he moves up a little bit. And Zalma moves up, and that's it for.
Okay. End of round. Spells in time. And Astral's Detect Magic will run out at the end of this round. First up is Shandrak.
Okay. Let's see. Shandrak will move up. We'll go there. And try to hide in shadows next to the wall.
Anything else for Shandrak?
Rar will. Yeah, I can see through the doors. I do have that problem.
Weird. I'm guessing it is the new tools thing. Okay, 1 second. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna delete. I just saw someone's token moving through. What the hell? That was weird. So I'm going to delete these doors and then put them down again and see if that's still happening. Because I might have put these doors down like before some kind of update or something. Wow, no, even the new doors are doing the same thing. I'll just use dynamic lighting lines. Because my guess is it's the new toolkit. doing that. We could try turning the toolkit off, which I would prefer doing it that way. So I will do mine first. Settings, opt out of UI preview. And it's loading. Okay. Just waiting on the map. Everything else has loaded in. Ooh, this is some spicy chili. Alright, there we go. I'm back on the map. And we'll see if it's the toolkit that's doing that. Whoa. There's Airdrin is way the fuck up in the wrong place.
Yeah, I think I was trying to move him right when you exited out, so I think
Yeah.
there was some weird glitch that happened.
Okay, I think he was... Oh, I lost him. Weird. The doors are not working. Do I... Yeah, I'm on the new toolkit, and the doors are just not working. They're not blocking light. So there's weird glitches going on right now. Unless there's some new setting for doors where you can turn them into portcullises or something. Which would be better than Windows. So I'm using Windows for portcullises right now. Let's see, opened, closed. You know what? I'm going to turn dynamic lighting off on this page and then turn it back on and see if that fixes it. I bet you it will. Dynamic lighting off. Save settings. Okay. And dynamic lighting on save settings. Okay. No, it didn't. Wow. Doors are just straight up broken right now. Okay. That's a pain in the dick. Okay, polygon. Extra large. Wall. Oh, I'm not on the dynamic lighting there. Okay. Mic check?
Yeah.
Okay. There's something really wrong with okay, let's try that again. Huh, dynamic lighting is broken right now. I can't add more lines. Uh Wait a minute, maybe my subscription ran out. Let's check. Nope, I'm still pro. Yep, still pro. I don't get it. I mean, the walls are working, and but I can't add more dynamic lighting lines. Am I even on the right layer? I don't even remember how to switch layers. Let's see. Yeah, I'm on the dynamic lighting layer. Okay. Yeah, I just totally drew a box around Ashriel. Whoops. I don't understand what's going on. I don't get it.
Can we take a break?
Yeah, let's take a 3-minute break. I'm gonna try like restarting my computer or something. Or yeah, I'm gonna try restarting my computer and see if that helps. We'll be right back. Let's take a full 5-minute break. And the first part of it will be a 3-minute ad break. We'll come back 2 minutes after the ad break is up. All right, so 5 minutes starting now.